I could go back in time, Back to the Future style, to January of 2023 to look at what my top 10 figures of 2023 would end up being, I would have said, hey, you sir in the future, you are a liar. Liar! It's kind of crazy too, because when I consider my history and the amount of shade I've thrown at a particular company, they really turned my opinion of them a lot this year. And if you would have said, hey, one of their figures is going to be your #1 release of 2023, I'd again say, you're a liar! What is up, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy. Together we are the NWO, the Nerd World Order. And this is Nerdzoic. It's kind of early in the morning here. I got my Figura Obscura mug, I got my coffee, so I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's talk about 2023's best 10 figures, and we should probably start there. It's not really the best 10, it's my favorite 10.
Don't you lie to me.
My taste has changed, which is going to make for an interesting list. What also makes for an interesting list is everything that you saw on the thumbnail is not in the top 10. It's what we call clickbait, baby. Or it just looked nice with the colors and I liked how it looked. I don't know. I also have to put out the disclaimer here that there's nothing from 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐢𝐵 on here. No classified, folks. I know everyone's gonna scream and yell at me and throw things, and I know classified's the hot thing, but I'm not collecting it, so I can't say it's part of my favorite / best of the year. It's just not right. Let's talk honorable mention, because making a top 10 list was not enough. I have to have a bunch of honorable mentions. We're gonna start off with the X-Men 97 Wolverine. That figure is like the perfect Wolverine. So we get that Jim Lee look. We don't get the cell shading that everyone, including me, does not love. We get the hood going down the back. He's got great articulation. The hair doesn't look like mumps. I love the figure. Beautiful. Next up is the NECA TMNT 4-pack at the overpriced price of $150 for 4 figures. It was a lot, but it came with a lot of cool stuff, and they look really good. You can get a lot of different looks from the movie out of that set. It was just a fantastic set, even though the movie sucked. I can't even watch it. Next, we got a man who nobody cared about until he put on the mask, Bane, and not the Build-A-Figure, but the gold label. I didn't keep the Build-A-Figure for my collection because I didn't care. I didn't want him. I'm like, whatever. I got the gold label. That's all I need. He's awesome. Love his jacket. I think that if Bane could look at his figure, he would say, so beautiful. Next honorable mention is some Mathex, and I couldn't just pick one. I'm gonna pick a couple, and it's ironic because it's not from my favorite storyline of all time. It's Return of Superman, and I'm gonna say the Cyborg Superman and the Steel. Absolutely gorgeous figures. I had to deal with a couple of returns on them because there was some factory errors, so I got to play around with them once they came back, and yeah, they are amazing when they're not broken. One more honorable mention, and I feel like he's not on many people's list because he came out in January of 2023, and that is my plastic spirit animal, the Blob. In fact, he was at number 10 on my list until like the last week or two of December when the new number 10 came out. And with that, let's go to the top 10. Coming in at number 10 is the McFarland Batman and Robin Mr. Freeze Build-A-Figure set. I'm just saying all of them. Build-A-Figure, not great. Batman's got nipples. Super important for accuracy. Robin's Robin. You can't really do that hard there. Alicia Silverstone Batgirl looks great, but the one that steals the show is Poison Ivy. She looks freaking awesome. We need the terrible Bane from that movie now. That's got to be the next thing, right? I absolutely love this set. I love everything that McFarland is doing with the Batman, like WB history movies. Like Batman 89 was great. I cannot wait until we get Batman Returns Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. That's going to be amazing. Like, I have really liked McFarland this year, and that would be the company that I talked about. Like, hey, I threw a lot of shade at this company, and now I have a lot of nice things to say. I was really down on McFarland coming into the year, and I'm back on the McFarland bus now. I might be driving it. Coming in at number 9 is my Love Pandora. Now, don't get me wrong. Kill Switch, great. Eclipse, great. But there is something about Pandora. I just love her. Now, I do like the bloody face version better, but just a standard version's fine. She's got that smile, what's that called, like a Glasgow smile or something? I absolutely love that detail that was thrown in. She has that look of a girl who'd be mean to you, but you like it anyway. She's just fantastic as a figure. She's a very different character design than we've gotten, and I loved it. Now, you might say, oh no, she's the Valaverse version of Zorana, and in some ways she is, but she's better than Zorana. Like, Zorana's got that 1980s punk chick look, whereas this girl's got a modern punk chick look. Coming in at number 8 is the 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐄𝐄 Street Fighter Chun-Li. I'm actually going to cheat here and say it's Chun-Li and Fei Long, because objectively I think Fei Long was the better figure. I don't care about the character, it's Fei Long. Like, I didn't even remember who it was when it first got solicited. I had to go back and look at the... Now, Chun-Li though, that's a beauty right there. You had to know Chun-Li was going to be in here, right? It's like the Street Fighter version of my wife. Sounds like a great cosplay for her. I feel like the 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐄𝐄 Street Fighters are not getting talked about enough. That toy line has the potential to really make an impact in the toy industry. The fact that we're getting so much for 25 bucks with great articulation and it's a licensed character, it's really, what do they call it, a market disruptor. The one thing though is if we're only going to release 3 characters a year, that's going to take a long time to get them all, because based off of all the pictures I've seen, it sounds like Jada Toys has a crap ton of these lined up. I'd love to see it so that we're getting like, I don't know, 6 to 12 of these a year. And really I need like my couple guys who I always played as. I need Zangief because again, he's the man. And I also need Blanca because I like doing the little backflips with him. Coming in at number 7 is the Black Series Knights of the Old Republic figures. Once again, I'm cheating, throwing a bunch of things into one. And I'm really only talking about 2. It's the Darths. Darth Malgus, Darth Malak. And I might be cheating on Darth Malak because he came out, I guess he was like March, right? Yeah, he was the 2023. Sorry, the year just kind of runs together here. But I didn't see him on many people's list, even though he's 2023. He was super short printed. You can't find him anywhere. I still have pre-orders open for him because I don't think Hasbro ever finished shipping the initial run of solid cases because everybody still got him up for pre-order. So yeah, he was popular. But I think Darth Malgus, the deluxe figure, that was Darth Vader's, like, he's like, oh man, that is I like him. I'm gonna look like him someday. And then Obi-Wan threw him into some volcano lava stuff, and here we are. Kind of feel bad that this is my only Black Series on the list. I'm filming this the day after the Droideka came out, as well, you know, was revealed. I gotta say, that's probably gonna already be on my list next year, so I'm hoping that there's more Black Series this year than last year that I just fall in love with. Coming in at number 6 is the 3-time Nerdy Award winning Marvel Legends exclusive Black Widow. Yes, this figure is awesome. Everybody loves this figure. I can't find anybody who doesn't. Super articulated, tons of accessories, multiple heads. There's nothing you can say bad about this figure. What's that? Oh, it's a couple dollars over normal price. It's like $2 over MSRP. That's not great, but I mean, for $27 or $28, whatever we pay for it, it's a really, really, really solid figure. Solid's not a good word. Solid just sounds average. It's above solid. It's a great figure. Obviously, it's the best comic book Black Widow figure we've ever gotten. Like, if you look back, the vintage one was really good, but it doesn't hold a candle to this. Coming in at number 5 is the Figura Obscura Jacob Marley. Folks, this just came out of nowhere for me. Like, I did not see this figure coming. They did a lot more Figura Obscura this year than I expected, and I woke up on a Friday, I went into the Mythic Legion Cabal, as I'm known to do, and I see, I think it was Jeremy posted, maybe it was the Four Horsemen, they posted like a little preview, and it said like, the Chains of Destiny, and I immediately knew where we were going with this. I knew it was going to be Jacob Marley. And the figure did not disappoint. The figure itself, fantastic face sculpt. The body, it's a body. It's nothing special. But the accessories it came with and how it fit on there, the entire engineering of the chains to fit on there the way they do and how they can hold different things on the end. There's a safe. I absolutely loved it. Right now, it's probably number 2 all-time Figura Obscura for me, right underneath the Headless Horseman, and it's kind of close. Before we go into number 4, I was just looking over my notes and I noticed there's nothing else Hasbro on this list, which means that the Black Widow we did at number 6 was the final Hasbro, so kind of interesting for me at least. Coming in at number 4 is the Mezco Mr. Freeze. This is the second Mezco figure I ever opened. It's the first DC Mezco I ever opened, and I was blown away by it. It wasn't perfect, but it was close. Like, the only thing I could say that was annoying was I had to shave down the little plastic tubey thing to get into the hole to make it work correctly, and it still doesn't really fit in there correctly, but everything about this guy I loved. I loved that he came in the metal tin, even though I don't know what to do with the tin now other than store cookies in it. I love that the frost on him was like flocked. It wasn't just plastic. It was so cool looking. I love that we get the LED light up stuff, and he was super hot. Like, I had him in stock for never. I don't think I ever had him in stock. He went up for pre-order, he sold out. I got another round, put him up for pre-order, he sold out before he got here. I ordered another round, and before he got here 7 days later, he sold out again. It was crazy. Coming in at number 3 is the NECA Turtle van, the most unsurprising member of this list. I have been looking forward to this thing forever, or for like 2 years, and it did not disappoint. I was blown away with it when I opened it up. Only complaint, it's big. And that's not really a complaint, I just don't know where to put it. Initially, I thought I'd put it behind me somewhere, but it just fits flat, it doesn't work. I'll be honest, I didn't order the sewer. I almost did because I'm a complete mark, but $300 for that was a little insane. That was a little rich for my blood. Coming in at number 2 is the Mezco Ghost Rider. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
My name!
Nope, sorry, wrong guy. This thing is incredible. I opened it with my son on our kitchen table and I was like, the bike, awesome. The clothing, the way the leather came out on that, I absolutely loved it. I loved the heads. It was incredible. It was my first Mezco and it started a new obsession. I think Mezco is my favorite thing going right now. All right, number 1. Now this is gonna be interesting because like I said, no Hasbro, no NECA, no Mezco. Any guesses? Coming in at number 1 is something that I have been asking for years, and it is the 89 Batmobile / Batman gold label set. Hooah! $75 for a figure and Batman. Or maybe it was more than that. I don't know. 89 Batman is my jam. I love that I have that Batmobile, which to me is the definitive Batmobile in my collection. I know many are probably going to be surprised that I did not have any more than just the one Marvel Legends in this year, and that's not to say it was a bad year. In fact, the last few years have been good, and you can see that in this video here, where I rank the top 10 Marvel Legends of all time, and a bunch of recent stuff is what's on the list. But with that, friends, remember, you gotta get old. You don't have to grow up. Just be cool and stay nerdy. Later.